If there is a single worst piece of advice on how to protect your privacy online, is to use a VPN. I can't even count how many times I've seen this advice all over the internet. How do I stop Google from tracking me?
Use a VPN.
How do I buy weed online anonymously?
Use a VPN.
This advice is honestly so bad that it is borderline malicious or just plain stupid. People who follow up on it end up with a false sense of security at the best, or even in a worse situation than without a VPN at worst.
System breach.
Oh.
Firewall 1.
Well, we're being hacked.
How could they find us?
VPNs are so prevalent nowadays, yet they have never been so unnecessary. The market is saturated with VPN providers and VPN ads are so common nowadays. There are more YouTube sponsorships for VPN than there ever were for Squarespace. I don't have a problem with people promoting VPNs or trying to make money with VPN affiliate links. I have a problem with how VPNs are being sold to people and how damaging this marketing practice actually is. In this video, we are going to debunk some common myths about VPNs used for marketing. Well, you can still use VPN if you want, but do so with right reasons and right expectations. I use VPNs also, but I do it also knowing their limitations and adjusting my behavior accordingly. VPNs certainly have their use cases, but none of them involve wearing an anonymous mask. Myth number 1. VPNs make you anonymous. The most common and deceptive claim I've ever seen is using a VPN makes you instantly anonymous. Let me phrase it in this way. How can you claim to be anonymous if there is a group of people who you have never seen that knows who you are, where you are, and what you are doing online? You see, many VPN providers make big claims about hiding your IP addresses, which is supposed to be impossible for someone to see your traffic or know your true IP address except for the VPN provider. They get to see your IP address and what servers you request. If Edward Snowden used a VPN to leak NSA documents, he'd get caught even before he thought of stealing the documents. Yet, very few VPN providers are honest about the fact that they are your single point of failure. You are paying for with your money or data or both. And those that make broad marketing claims about no logs privacy, which doesn't actually mean anything because every network operator keeps some logs for at least some period of time. That's like private instant messaging apps claiming that they have no metadata policy. That's impossible. Some basic information about your request has to travel through their servers, and you will never have a chance to find out what they actually keep and for how long unless they are kind enough to disclose this information in plain English somewhere in their privacy policies. Even if your VPN provider does everything right and they delete all the logs immediately, even then you are still entitled to have non-expectations of anonymity. Using a VPN, you are not only routing your data through single entity. Advanced observers like big ISP companies like Google, Amazon, or your government can easily correlate the timings between you making a connection to a VPN server with that server making a connection to a website you want to see. VPN services do nothing to mitigate these correlation attacks. Anonymity with VPN is technologically impossible. Myth number 2. VPNs should be used with Tor. This is also another common myth that is marketed by VPNs themselves as either being Tor compatible or going as far as including Tor into the VPN itself. Combining Tor over a VPN is useful to hide Tor usage from your ISP or circumventing censorships of a Tor network, but Tor Bridges also does this without reliance on VPN's single point of failure and payment trail. Tor itself is a great tool and will more than protect almost every threat model, and a VPN doesn't need to be a part of that equation. This also applies to VPNs that offer Tor over VPN. Just use a VPN when using a VPN and just use Tor when you are using Tor. Myth number 3. VPNs encrypt your traffic. In this myth, you will endlessly hear, and it's that VPNs encrypt your traffic. And it's not just using any encryption, it's military grade encryption. But guess what? It's not 2004 anymore.
During my service in the United States Congress, I took the initiative in creating the internet.
Almost every single thing today is encrypted by default. You can think of Edward Snowden for this. When he revealed the secret documents of NSA surveillance and when everybody freaked out, as a result, standard to encrypting everything was applied. Your Wi-Fi network is encrypted and almost every website you visit is encrypted with HTTPS. Transport layer encryption is a standard for today's apps and connections, and for those who aren't encrypted, VPN encryption is not going to change anything. Why? Because VPNs just don't encrypt your traffic, they also decrypt your traffic. So, when your packets leave the VPN server, they lose all the shiny military grade protection that you are duped to pay for. If you want to protect your traffic, don't go to unencrypted websites. Myth number 4. VPNs protect your identity. This myth comes as a result of constant bombardment of false marketing performed by VPN companies claiming to make you anonymous, hide your identity, promise immediate privacy and security, and much more. The reality is the two main things a VPN does is hide your IP address from sites you visit and encrypts your traffic within its tunnel, which the last myth covered. With even this really the main thing that's happening is you shifting your trust from your ISP to a VPN company. This in combination with a lot of other precautions, but just downloading a VPN to your system and expecting it to somehow magically protect your identity is a complete joke. It's not just that simple, and anyone claiming instant anonymity and privacy through a product is lying to you. Myth number 5. VPNs make you private. As soon as I say a VPN connection is redundant, there are gonna be comments about how VPNs make your traffic invisible to your ISP and to your government. And people say this because indeed your ISP doesn't immediately see what domains you visit and domains doesn't immediately see your IP address. But VPNs only address a single issue in a massive pile of problems, being mass surveillance. Your ISP or government have several options to figure out what websites you connect to with your VPN, including aforementioned correlation attack, tracking scripts on websites and inside apps, tracking your device identifiers or browser fingerprints, or the enforcement or the private entities can request access and VPNs have to comply or they just comply willingly. Virtual private networks weren't designed for privacy. They weren't even designed for consumer use. VPNs were designed for businesses to have secure communication between remote offices and workers back in the day when most traffic of the internet was not encrypted. Because all VPN providers inherently see your IP addresses and know what connections you make, you just have to blindly trust them with your data and the same way you trust your ISP. And it's not just your VPN provider, you have to delegate your trust with your data. To its an undisclosed amount of third parties most VPNs are renting their servers from. It's up to their privacy policies whether they'll log your activities or not. Newsflash, most providers are logging. Myth number 6. Using a VPN stops Facebook from tracking you. Perhaps the dumbest myth on this list is using a VPN prevents an X company from tracking you. The reality is using a VPN changes nothing when you face advanced trackers. Tracker is going to track your IP address that VPNs so viciously protect is only one of the hundreds or even thousands of data points that can be used to track and identify you. Your device IDs, account IDs, social media accounts, cookies, cache, hardware configuration and software configuration, system version, screen resolution, battery life, keystroke patterns, camera, microphone, Bluetooth, cellular, Wi-Fi, credit card, contacts, metadata. Data collection is still going to happen with or without a VPN. Myth number 7. VPNs hides your location. Challenging the previous myth's top position in dumbness, it often touts that using a VPN hides your location from Ben Shapiro. As much as I wish that it was true,
wet ass P-word.
It's not. IP address is only one metric for tracking someone's location and not a very precise one. All radio signals can be used to track your location, including Bluetooth, cellular, and GPS. None of which using a VPN does anything with. But hey, you might object I use a VPN on my laptop and there's no GPS or SIM card and it can disable Bluetooth. Sure, you can, but if you are using your laptop anywhere near your phone, there are techniques which can link your devices and determine cellular connection radiating from your phone. Now, you can open up your laptop and browse a website with Facebook's tracking script embedded. That tracking script can use microphones and speakers of your device to notably communicate information to each other and link your VPN laptop with your phone that is active GPS or cellular connection. Thus, not only Facebook can correlate your identity from your phone with your browser activity on your laptop, they can also get your location in real time and figure out you are a VPN user. For the majority of use cases, you can replace a paid or untrustworthy VPN service for a completely free and open source and actually anonymous Tor network. Again, I still find use cases for VPNs where Tor doesn't suffice, and that is streaming HD videos, online gaming, and torrenting. Alright guys, this is it for this week's video. Hope you guys liked it. Please like this video, share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace.